Howdy partners! Welcome back to part 2 of the covered wagon video. So today we're going to do some more crafting on that. We'll finish up the build, and then next time we will paint it up. So let's hit that table. Yeehaw! Hey guys, here's my canopy for the wagon, and I'm going to put some white glue on this. So I'll squirt some white glue on. And then I'm applying some thin toilet paper to it, covering it up. Spray a little bit with some water. And you see it's starting to adhere to the canopy, as well as pick up that detail of the banding and the texture we did with the hot glue gun. So I'm just going to push that excess into the edge of the covered wagon part there, and just kind of be careful. It's fragile. The toilet paper is fragile. A little bit of extra water or some detail. Make sure it adheres to the detail very well. There you go. Nice. Looking good. Okay, so now I'm going to use a stick and just kind of accentuate those that banding we had on the covered wagon. We really want that to pop when it dries. All right, nice. Looking good. It's all dried up, and it fits right in the bed of the wagon there. Now, one problem I'm having is the bands that I put on the inside of the canopy are kind of bending because they're just cardstock. So I'm going to use some coffee stir sticks that I've cut, and I've cut them to the exact size of the band, and I'm just going to put some glue on there, put it on there, and that'll give a nice solid band inside there. Keep that straight. Okay, nice. Perfect. Alright, that just slides right in the bed. So there we go. You can have a covered wagon or not. You can just pop that right out. So very cool. Alright, now I want to make the pull part of the wagon where the animals are. And I've got these little bands of cardstock I've made. These are just 1/8 of an inch wide, so they're not very wide. But I want these to be kind of the yokes of the part of the yoke of holding the animal to the wagon, right? So use some hot glue, and I'll just kind of put that on there. And I'm going to bend it, and I haven't cut my coffee stir stick yet because I want to make sure I have enough room and all that kind of stuff here. So I'm giving myself some leeway. There we go, perfect. That just fits right over the neck there. Exactly how I want it. So we'll just do the same with the next band. Just bend that little tab there. Put the hot glue on it. And then bend it in. You want to make sure you have enough room to put the animal's head in there, so be careful when you apply this. Perfect. Awesome. Now I'll just cut the excess off, and I have the yoke. Okay, now I want to attach this to the wagon. I don't actually want to attach it, I just want the wagon pole to come through it. So I'm going to kind of cut it at an angle like that, and I'm going to stick it on the yoke like that, okay? So now I'll just glue that on with white glue. I'm going to glue it on with white glue. The hot glue will be pretty tricky to put that on, so I think the white glue, and it'll stay by itself because it's between the two pieces, so I'll just let that dry up. Oops. Let's try that again. So I'll just let that dry up, and that'll be a nice strong bond there. Okay. Alright, so now I've got it all together and it's dry, and I'm going to measure the stick that I'm going to use for the pull for the wagon. So this will be the rod, and that's actually a 1/4 of an inch stick. So I'm going to cut this on my miter, just straight across. So I'll cut that excess off. There we go. Sand it up a little bit. So there we go, nice. Now I want to glue that to the bottom, all right? So I'm just going to glue it right there. Put my hot glue. There we go. Nice. Okay, so now I can just take the animals and slide them right on that stick. Nice. There we go, easy. Okay, now I want to measure a base for this. Because I want to move the whole wagon in tandem and not try to move all these parts separately. And with the base I can just move the whole wagon at once. So I'm just cutting this out of cardstock, or thin cardboard. So a little bit of, you want to cut it a little bit irregular so it looks like the, I'm trying to go for like kind of a dirt road thing. Alright, there I've got the piece. So I'm going to use my hot glue and add the texture to this. And just squirt on there and spread it around. Now you notice that the cardboard is bending a little bit. That's okay. I'm not worried about that right now. Okay, so I'll keep putting it on. Okay, now kind of while it's still warm, I'm going to kind of bend it back into shape. And that'll help hold it into its shape. Now I'm going to drag the glue gun along to get some wagon tracks there. So that'll be a nice detail on the base. Alright, cool. Yeah. Alright, now I'm going to put the wagon on it. It fits nicely. And then what's great is you can just slide the whole thing at once. Hey craft friends, I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Craft. If you did, make sure to give your Scotty a like. Also, make sure to join my Facebook and forum group. Lovely bunch of people with some great ideas, and we love to share with everybody. Also, make sure to consider tipping DM Scotty if you really enjoy these videos and you get something out of them, and you want to help a DM out. You can do the tip jar. Also, my Patreon group is growing. And become a member of the family. I have new levels of pledging. $3 level, you get mentioned in a video. $1 level, you get my new monthly magazine, which is going to be so awesome, packed full of fun DM Scotty ideas. And last but not least, go forth and craft. Here out on the range, where the dragons and the basilisks play.